Yeah, once you become profitable, you're constantly profitable for many years. Like once you develop the conviction that you know all the good set, like you know your setups, you know which setups work and not, and when they work, and then you just have the confidence and conviction that you know that these setups will keep repeating. Not every day, not every week, and some months you may get very few setups, but it's just gonna keep coming back. That has been like one of my worst issues during my trading career, is that I always think like, oh, I'm never gonna get a good setup again. They always keep coming back. This is why I did this little project where I just mapped on the chart, like the major index, like all the these are like the best ones. These are pretty much the perfect ones. Then you get the ones that are not perfect but all still profitable. You get them all the time. Like every arrow is a $500,000 plus opportunity. You will miss some, you will fuck some up, but some of these you will just nail. And you know, they just keep coming back. This is 2010 to 2015. Now I don't. They were probably more than this in the earlier years, but a lot of those stocks are gone now. And I did also like 98 to 2009. And here also there's not that many stocks. Like obviously in this bear market there weren't many because the market was just going down. And here too, there were probably 5 times as many setups than I have the arrows for, but these stocks they just don't exist anymore. I need to write the book with. I actually have written books, or not written maybe, but they are more like picture books. I made 2 books, like these photo books with setups, just setups. Like this is the cover. It's just a photo book with just a bunch of charts. But then I also have these parabolic shorts. And to qualify, you know, had to be at least $500,000 opportunity. And I also took a Nasdaq chart and marked where you got these shorts, and you get them all the time. You get these short setups all the time. I'm gonna do this kind of thing for all of my setups. Like I'm gonna search for the best ones I have in my database. I'm just gonna mark it on a weekly Nasdaq chart. And you get setups all the time. That's one of the things as a new trader. When there are no good setups, you lose your confidence. You start thinking, well, was I just lucky? Or am I ever gonna get a good trade again? But I did this just to reinforce myself. Hey, look, good setups happens all the time. Sometimes it takes a few weeks or a few months, but they always come back. And this is just for one type of setup. And then I just, you know, took the charts I had in my database that I've been built over the past many years and just put it in a photo book and got it printed. It's kind of nice. I remember being poor. It sucked. You always have to buy the disgusting stuff at the store, the cheapest. Like you buy it, like instead of buying like if you buy want to buy like a can of tuna, instead of buying the good tasting one, the expensive one, you have to you buy the cheapest one. There's a lot of weird stuff in there. One, it doesn't taste anything, and there's just like seashells and pieces of nets and stuff in there. There's like only 50% tuna in those. I remember buying the cheapest stuff at the store and barely affording that. That sucked. I don't ever want to be in that position again. Get some real estate, brother? Nah, I think stocks is the best. There's no way I would average 200% per year doing real estate. Reno trade. The reason David trades options and made millions is because he's smart. 99% of all people are not smart, including me. The only difference is people don't realize they're not smart. Everyone thinks they're smart, but they're not. I realized a long time ago I'm not that smart. I just want to the simplest, the easiest method of making money in the markets. Like foolproof. With simple rules. I hate complexity. I tried to learn the options. I just don't get them. I'm sorry, I just don't get them. It doesn't make any sense to me. What's your stop settings? I always use the lows of the day as my stop if I'm going long, and the highs of the day when I go short. Fresh feeling. Do you look for stocks to trade daily? Yeah, I look to trade every day, but I don't trade every day. I guess I've been trading every day since I started streaming, but some days you just don't have any edge. What percentage of your account is your stop loss on average? I have no idea, Andy. 11, 22, 33. I don't know. I don't look at my stops in percentage terms usually. I get sometimes I do when there's a big move. I sometimes pass on a stock, but no, I just don't look at it that way. But yeah, Buffett is off his game. Kind of sad to see. Yeah, he doesn't make 200% a year, but in the 50s he killed it. He made like 50, 100% per year for like a decade when he started out, like when he had this initial partnership, but he traded more like a hedge fund. He took his, he was a short-term trader back then, not the type of investing he's known for now. He killed it, absolutely killed it. Poverty, relative poverty is worse than absolute poverty. Like you see a lot of these poor countries, like people can still be really happy. But if you are relatively poor, it's very, very hard to be happy. Like if everyone around you has it better off than you have, it's kind of tough mentally. But if everyone is like in the same situation, it doesn't matter. Like people cope with it and they can still be happy and thrive. Unless you're like so poor you're literally starving to death. That's an extreme case, obviously. Right now you have like 17 stocks. Did you maintain the same concentration when you had a smaller account, or you swung? Well, when I had a smaller account I day traded. I didn't have a portfolio approach. I was more concentrated when I had a smaller account. I always go short based on a setup. Like I never go randomly short stuff just to hedge. Like if I think I'm a little bit heavy on the long side, I just sell down when the race stops. The bigger your account, the more you should diversify. Like the more your account grows, the less risk you should take, in my opinion. Like you shouldn't take the same amount of risks if you have $1 million account versus if you have a $10,000 account. Like a $10,000, like if it goes to shit, you can easily make it back. Just save it up again. But if you have $1 million and take too much risks, it goes to shit. That's harder to recover from.